Hi everyone, this is Karina with Karina Nielsen Photography and Designs. Last week I had gotten a request to do a tutorial on changing colors in layered Photoshop files, so I thought that I would go ahead and go over that real quick today. I have a file that's opened. This is from my Sweet Sunshine Business Marketing Set, and you're going to need to have your Layers palette open, and if it's not already open, you just do that by going to Window, and then clicking Layers, and then it'll go ahead and show up on your right hand side. So all of the templates that I sell, I have all of the layers. They're clearly marked. You know exactly what layer is what. But if there's ever a question and you're not sure about it, or if you've purchased templates someplace else and they don't have everything marked, it just says layer 1, 2, 3, you can go ahead and just look over here where the eyeballs are, and if you just click them, click it on and off, you will see exactly what layer it is that you're dealing with. So for this one, I'm just going to go and do a really big area and show you how I would do that first. There are a lot of different ways in Photoshop to do the same thing. No way is right or wrong. It's kind of the way that you were initially taught is the way that typically you're gonna keep doing it that way. So for a large area like this, all I would do is I would go over here in my tools palette. I would select my color, and I'm just gonna pick, I don't know, a pink, any random color because I don't have any color in mind. If you do have a color that you want to use and you have a RGB code or you have a hex code, then you would just put it in here. But I'm just going to use my color picker to do that. And I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm dealing with this yellow layer because that's what I'm going to change out. I'm going to go back to my tools palette. I'm going to click the paint bucket. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go right onto the layer and I'm going to click it. And you'll see that it instantly turns pink. And then just to change text, just to show you real quick how easy it is, you are going to go in your layers palette, you're going to highlight it, and you're just going to double click it. And then you'll see over here, all of it's highlighted, and you can just go ahead and change it. And I'm actually not going to change the sizes. I need to change the printing. So I'm going to double click it, and then I can just change each of these lines to whatever I need them to be, whatever your pricing is. I leave that off on the template so you can completely customize yours. And then you're just going to go all the way down, put all your pricing in, and then you click the check mark. And then you can move on to the next one. You're just going to double click that, and you're going to do the same exact thing. Put that in, going to go all the way down, click the check mark, and then this file is all ready to go. So you're just going to go to Layer, to Flatten, and then that's ready to be saved. I'm going to pull up another one of the files just to show you another way that you can change colors in the files. So again, in the Layers palette, you can see everything is clearly marked. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the yellow outline layer. And this time you're going to hit Control or Command on a Mac. With it highlighted, you're just going to click the thumbnail, Command, click, and then you'll see on the file all of the marching ants going around the area. And instead of using my paint bucket, which you could do, I'm going to do a different way, and I'm going to go to Edit, I'm going to go to Fill or Shift F5, which is what I always use. I'm going to make sure that the foreground color is picked, which is right over here, the foreground color. Or again, if you have a hex code that you want to use, you just click Color, and then you put that code in there, and you click OK, but I'm going to use my foreground color. And then that automatically changes it, just like that. If I wanted to change another layer, you just go back in the Layers palette, you hit Control or Command, click the thumbnail, and then use your paint bucket tool, or you can go to Edit, Fill, and this time I am going to pick a different color. And I think instead of the kind of beigey brown that's on there, I'm going to pick a gray color. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click OK there. And then it's changed. It's not much of a change on that one, but it's a slight change. And then you can also, this one, you need to put your logo on. So I'm just going to hide that layer by clicking the eyeball. And I'm going to pick my text tool. And I actually want to make sure that, well, you can pick whatever color you want, but I'm going to make it black. Have my text tool. And then I'm just going to write on this one, Karina Nielsen Photography. I'm going to click the check mark. And then to move it, I'm just going to use my move tool. It's over in the layers palette right at the top. And then just put this right in the center like that. Then you can add your logo if you need to. I don't have a logo that's ready right now on my computer, on this computer. So this file is done, and I can just go to Layer and then Flatten. And the discard hidden layers are any of the layers that you've hid over here if you've taken the eyeball away. And this one I did where it says Place Logo here. Hide, delete this layer. So that one you can't see, so I'm just going to click OK. And then now that's ready to be saved. So that's how to change colors a couple of ways in Photoshop. Thanks so much.